Yo, what's really going on in the streets of Chicago and the rap world right now? Fans are shocked, the internet is going crazy, and emotions ran high when news dropped that King Von's mother, lovingly known to the public as Shinisha, is taking Lil Durk to court. Yes, you heard that right. An $8 million lawsuit is officially on the table, and the claim? That Durk allegedly profited off her son's death. The drama, the betrayal, the heartbreak. It's like something straight out of a reality TV script, but it's real life, and it's messy. Sources close to the family say the tension between Von's estate and Durk has been brewing for months behind closed doors. Shinisha reportedly confronted Durk in a heated meeting, with voices raised and tears streaming, demanding answers and accountability for how her late son's music and legacy were allegedly monetized. "How could you?" she allegedly shouted. "My son is gone and you're making bank off his pain." Eyewitnesses say the room went silent, and even Durk's team looked stunned as the accusation hung in the air like smoke. Meanwhile, fans took to social media in droves, some defending Durk, others rallying behind Von's family, and chaos exploded online. Comments ranged from heartbreaking empathy to straight-up internet war zones, with hashtags trending within minutes. The family is reportedly divided, friends are taking sides, and industry insiders are whispering about secret agreements, shady deals, and promises that were supposedly broken. And if you thought it couldn't get any crazier, rumors are swirling that new evidence might surface. Emails, messages, even voice notes that could flip this entire story upside down. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a full-blown saga of grief, money, fame, and betrayal. Stick around, because what comes next is going to leave you shook. The lawsuit shook the streets like a thunderstorm. Fans could not believe that Shinisha, King Von's mother, would actually take Lil Durk to court, claiming he profited off her son's death. The headlines were everywhere, scrolling across social media feeds, catching the attention of even casual rap listeners. Everywhere you looked, people were talking about it, debating it, and some even picking sides. The family was left divided, and the industry insiders were quietly whispering that this was bigger than anyone imagined. What had started as grief was now morphing into a full-blown legal and emotional battlefield. Shinisha reportedly spent months gathering evidence before she made her move. Sources close to the family say she found financial documents, streaming revenue reports, and contracts that, according to her team, showed how her son's posthumous music projects had been monetized in ways she never agreed to. The meetings behind closed doors between her lawyers and Durk's team were described as tense, with both sides unwilling to budge. Friends of Von say Shinisha was heartbroken and furious at the same time. She allegedly confronted Durk directly, asking him how he could profit from her son's music while she and the family were still grieving. "You don't get to do this to my family," she reportedly said, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and sorrow. Eyewitnesses say Durk's expression was unreadable, but the room reportedly felt electric, as if the tension could spark at any moment. Fans reacted immediately online. Twitter threads exploded with some fans defending Durk and pointing out his long friendship with Von, while others accused him of betrayal. The comment sections were chaotic, filled with angry emojis, crying emojis, and videos of fans debating the situation on live streams. Hashtags like the Justice for Von and Lil Durk debate started trending within hours. According to insiders, even Von's close friends were taking sides. Some were calling for calm, while others openly criticized Durk, claiming he had used Von's death to boost his own career. The emotional toll on the family was palpable. Relatives reportedly held private meetings, trying to navigate their grief while also managing the legal battle. Shinisha's other children were reportedly caught in the middle, confused and hurt, unsure how to process the tension between loyalty to family and the public eye. Rumors began circulating that Durk had released statements through his team, claiming he never intended to profit from Von's death. However, sources close to Shinisha say she was not convinced. She allegedly felt that behind the carefully worded statements, there were profits being quietly collected from streams, merchandise, and collaborations that prominently featured Von's name and likeness. Friends of the family said Shinisha was motivated not by money alone, but by principle, wanting to make sure her son's legacy was protected and that no one was exploiting his death for personal gain. The allegations, whether true or exaggerated, only fueled the fire online. Influencers and rappers joined the conversation, sharing opinions that ranged from supportive of Shinisha to staunchly defending Durk. The social media storm grew more intense by the day. While the online drama reached new heights, the personal toll was even more dramatic. Sources say Shainisha spent nights awake going through contracts, listening to voicemails, and documenting every detail she could find. Friends reported that she confided in them about her fear that Durk had betrayed her trust, and the trust of everyone who loved Von. "She's been carrying this pain alone for months," one insider said, "and now she's finally taking action. But the emotions are raw, and people around her feel it too." Durk, on the other hand, was reportedly dealing with his own pressures. Insiders claimed he was receiving advice from lawyers and managers about how to handle the narrative while avoiding further backlash. Yet even with legal counsel, emotions ran high, and friends say Durk was visibly stressed during private meetings. Knowing the story could damage his public image. The first public confrontation allegedly occurred at a recording studio in Chicago, where Von's unreleased tracks were reportedly being mixed. Shainisha showed up unexpectedly with her legal team, confronting Durk and his associates. According to witnesses, voices were raised, tears flowed, and emotions spilled into the studio like a storm. "Enough is enough," Shainisha reportedly shouted. "You can't hide behind the music while profiting from my son's death." Durk, according to sources, responded calmly but firmly, trying to explain that the revenue was part of agreements he believed were proper. Friends of both sides said the exchange was tense, with both parties standing their ground, refusing to back down. By the time the confrontation ended, the atmosphere was reportedly icy, with the family and team members visibly shaken. What made the drama even more intense were the whispers of private deals gone wrong. Insiders suggested that before Von passed, there were agreements between him and Durk's label about future releases, collaborations, and royalties. Shainisha allegedly claimed that those agreements were violated after Von's death, with Durk and his team continuing to release content that directly benefited him financially. According to sources, these claims are at the heart of the $8 million lawsuit. While the exact legal documents remain private, the rumors alone were enough to keep the internet buzzing. Friends of Von said Shainisha was determined to show the world that her son's life and legacy were not for sale, and she would fight until the truth came out. The fans' reactions were not limited to online debates. Some reportedly showed up outside Durk's studio and performances, holding signs and chanting Von's name, demanding accountability. Others organized tribute events in memory of Von, emphasizing that the family's pain could not be overshadowed by the music industry's profits. The tension reached a breaking point when leaked messages allegedly showed discussions between Durk and industry executives about posthumous projects. While the authenticity of the leaks could not be independently verified, social media went into overdrive, with fans dissecting every word, analyzing potential betrayals, and speculating about the family's next move. Amidst all this chaos, the legal battle quietly intensified. Lawyers on both sides reportedly worked day and night, drafting filings, reviewing contracts, and preparing for a case that insiders say could set precedents in how posthumous music rights are handled. Shainisha's legal team allegedly focused on proving that Von's legacy had been exploited for profit, while Durk's team aimed to show that everything was within legal bounds. The stakes were high, the emotions higher, and the public's attention was relentless. Even beyond the courtroom, friends said emotions ran high at family gatherings, memorials, and even casual meetups. Some relatives reportedly avoided each other, unwilling to face the tension, while others engaged in heated arguments about loyalty, betrayal, and the right course of action. Fans watching from the outside described the situation as a real-life soap opera, with plot twists, secret deals, and emotional confrontations unfolding every day. As part one of this saga closes, the story leaves fans on edge. Shainisha's lawsuit is officially filed. Durk's team is strategizing their defense, and the family remains deeply divided. The internet is buzzing with speculation, theories, and leaked messages, all while the legal documents remain sealed, leaving everyone guessing what will happen next. One thing is clear, the drama is far from over, and the stakes are higher than ever. Fans are left wondering how this conflict will resolve, what secrets might come to light, and whether justice, or at least some form of accountability, will finally prevail. The tension is palpable, the emotions raw, and the story continues to unfold in real time. As we prepare to dive into part 2, expect even more twists, shocking revelations, and behind-the-scenes confrontations that no one saw coming. This is more than a lawsuit. It's a battle over legacy, money, loyalty, and heartbreak, and it's just getting started. The story takes a darker and more twisted turn. Insiders are claiming that the tension between Shainisha and Durk is not just about money, but about trust, loyalty, and secrets that were buried long before Von's death. Sources say that during the initial confrontations, Durk allegedly revealed that some of Von's team members were also involved in decisions about posthumous releases, creating suspicion and resentment within the family. It wasn't just him, a close friend of Von reportedly said. People who were supposed to be loyal to Von were making moves behind Shainisha's back. This revelation reportedly shocked the family, leaving them questioning who they could trust. At the center of the storm is the emotional toll on Shainisha herself. Friends say she was seen walking through Chicago streets late at night, visibly exhausted, sometimes breaking down in tears, trying to process the betrayal and the weight of fighting a legal battle while grieving her son. She has never been tougher, an insider said. But this is personal. This is about her son. It's about respect. Meanwhile, Durk was reportedly feeling the pressure of the public eye and the intense scrutiny. Sources claim he held emergency meetings with managers, attempting to navigate the storm while maintaining his image and defending his reputation. He knows the stakes are high, a source close to Durk said. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a reputation war, and everyone is watching. Unexpected twists started surfacing as leaked audio messages allegedly came out, supposedly showing Durk talking to industry executives about streaming strategies and marketing for Von's unreleased music. Some fans interpreted these messages as proof that he was profiting intentionally, while others claimed the leaks were doctored or taken out of context. The family reportedly spent hours analyzing the clips, debating their authenticity and what it meant for the lawsuit. Relatives were divided, with some urging Shainisha to settle privately, and others pushing for a full public confrontation. Tensions reportedly reached a boiling point at one family meeting, where heated arguments allegedly broke out. How can you even consider working with them again? One relative reportedly shouted, "They took Von from us, and now they want to profit off him." The confrontation reportedly ended with doors slammed, family members storming out, and an atmosphere of mistrust that only seemed to deepen the rift. Fans were relentless online. Every new development sparked waves of reactions, theories, and drama. Influencers created reaction videos analyzing every statement, every post, every rumor. Live streams were flooded with viewers debating whether Durk had wronged the family or if Shainisha was seeking fame and attention. Even rappers weighed in, sending subtle messages through social media, some publicly supporting Von's legacy, others hinting at loyalty to Durk. The drama became so intense that some fans began speculating about alliances, secret deals, and potential betrayals that could completely reshape the story. As the lawsuit progressed, court filings allegedly revealed shocking details. According to insiders, Shainisha's legal team included statements about emotional distress, lost potential earnings, and exploitation of Von's image. Sources claim these filings accused Durk of orchestrating releases and projects that were directly tied to Von's death, generating millions without proper consent from the family. Durk's legal team reportedly countered with claims that all actions were within agreements and that they had acted in good faith. The battle lines were drawn, and the stakes were higher than ever. Behind the scenes, drama continued to unfold in the music industry. Collaborators, producers, and other rappers were reportedly caught in the middle, unsure whether to publicly support Durk, remain neutral, or stand with Von's family. Insiders say some feared retribution from fans or industry executives depending on the side they chose. People are scared, one source said. It's like no one wants to be in the line of fire. But everyone has opinions. Social media amplified this fear, turning minor comments into viral controversies and fueling more speculation about what was happening behind closed doors. One of the most shocking developments allegedly involved a meeting between Shainisha and a former Von collaborator, who reportedly admitted to the family that certain deals had been made without their knowledge. According to insiders, this confession caused immediate outrage, with emotions running high and tempers flaring. "You were supposed to protect him," Shainisha allegedly screamed. "You were supposed to be loyal." The collaborator reportedly broke down, claiming they had been pressured by Durk's team and didn't know how to handle the situation. This revelation reportedly deepened the family's mistrust and intensified the lawsuit, painting a picture of a network of exploitation rather than a single act of betrayal. In addition to the legal and personal drama, The financial implications were staggering. Insiders say streaming numbers for Von's posthumous releases spiked dramatically after the lawsuit news broke, adding fuel to the fire and sparking debates about whether Durk had actually benefited financially from the controversy. Fans were quick to point out the irony, claiming that the drama itself had generated millions of streams. Social media threads dissected every number, every chart, and every post, turning the situation into a spectacle that combined grief, greed, and fame in a way that few could ignore. Rumors of secret settlements also began circulating. Some sources claimed that Durk's team offered Shainisha a private deal to avoid public scrutiny, but she allegedly rejected it, insisting on accountability and transparency. She doesn't want money, a close friend reportedly said. She wants the truth and the respect Von deserves. The refusal to settle only escalated tensions. And according to insiders, discussions between the legal teams became more aggressive, with each side digging deeper into contracts, communications, and financial statements. Amidst all this, the public spectacles continued. Memorial events for Von reportedly turned into protests of sorts, with fans chanting his name while subtly criticizing Durk. Influencers filmed reaction videos from these events, amplifying every emotional outburst and sharing it across platforms. The family reportedly struggled to manage the balance between mourning, seeking justice, and navigating the media circus. Insiders said the stress was palpable, with arguments breaking out at private gatherings and even at church events where Von's family sought solace. Towards the end of Part 2, the story introduces even more shocking claims. Sources allege that new documents suggest Durk may have engaged in undisclosed collaborations and merchandising deals tied to Von's image, creating even more financial and ethical controversies. These claims, whether true or exaggerated, kept fans glued to their screens, waiting for every update, every leak, and every confrontation. The family's unity was fraying, the public debate was reaching a fever pitch, and the lawsuit had become more than just a legal battle. It was now a cultural flashpoint, exposing the complicated dynamics of fame, grief, and loyalty in the rap industry. As this part closes, viewers are left on edge, wondering how Shainisha will respond to the latest revelations, whether Durk will fight aggressively or attempt another private settlement, and what secrets might still be hidden in private messages, contracts or conversations yet to surface. The stakes are higher than ever, and the saga continues to unfold like a real-life soap opera, full of twists, betrayals, and heartbreak that no one could have predicted. The story is far from over, and the next chapter promises even more shocking developments that will keep fans and critics alike glued to the drama, with the tension escalating to an almost unbearable level. Insiders say the feud between Shainisha and Durk had reached a point where even neutral parties in the industry were being forced to pick sides. The lawsuit, which started as a claim over financial exploitation, had morphed into a much larger battle about loyalty, trust, and legacy. Friends of Von reportedly described the situation as a powder keg waiting to explode, with emotions running higher than ever and tempers flaring at every turn. According to sources, Shainisha took an even more aggressive stance after discovering what she called hidden profits. Her legal team allegedly dug into Durk's streaming accounts, merchandising revenue, and collaborations, and claimed they found multiple instances where Von's name, image, or music generated income without proper authorization. Friends of Shainisha say she was furious, feeling that Durk had betrayed the family and, more importantly, her son's memory. It's not just about money, one insider said. It's about respect. Von's name is sacred to her, and she won't let anyone exploit it. Durk, meanwhile, was reportedly feeling the public pressure as well. Sources claim he held multiple meetings with lawyers, managers, and PR experts, trying to craft a response that would calm the controversy while defending himself against the lawsuit. Insiders said Durk maintained that all revenue generated from Von's music had been accounted for, and that any profits were reinvested into Von's legacy projects. However, according to the same sources, Shainisha's team wasn't buying it, and the courtroom battle was shaping up to be intense, with months of discovery and cross-examinations expected. The family drama reportedly reached new heights when private family members allegedly leaked messages to social media, revealing internal disagreements. Some family members reportedly sided with Durk, believing that Von would have wanted the music to continue reaching fans, while others supported Shinisha, arguing that profit should never come before principle. The leaked messages sparked a firestorm online, with fans dissecting every word and picking sides. Social media platforms became battlegrounds, with trending hashtags, reaction videos, and heated debates dominating feeds. The family, caught in the middle, reportedly struggled to maintain unity while dealing with grief, betrayal, and public scrutiny. Insiders also claimed that one of Von's former collaborators, who had been quiet for months, suddenly came forward with shocking allegations. According to sources, this collaborator suggested that Durk had encouraged certain posthumous releases without the family's consent, arguing that they would keep Von's legacy alive while also benefiting financially. Shinisha reportedly saw this as the ultimate betrayal, claiming that her son's memory was being used as a marketing tool. Friends said the confrontation between Shinisha and the collaborator was intense, with tears, shouting, and accusations exchanged. "You were supposed to protect him," Shinisha allegedly yelled. "Not use him to make money." The emotional clash reportedly left everyone in the room shaken, highlighting how personal this battle had become. Meanwhile, the public spectacle continued to escalate. Fans organized marches, online petitions, and tribute events for Von, demanding that his legacy be respected. Some even protested outside Durk's studio and concert venues, chanting Von's name and holding signs accusing Durk of betrayal. Influencers documented these events, creating viral content that amplified the story further. Insiders say Durk's team struggled to manage the narrative, facing backlash from fans, media, and even industry insiders who questioned the ethics of posthumous releases. The social media storm was relentless, with every new leak, statement, or rumor spreading like wildfire. Rumors of secret settlements resurfaced according to sources. Durk's team allegedly attempted to negotiate a private deal with Shinisha, offering financial compensation in exchange for dropping the lawsuit. Friends of Shinisha claim she refused, insisting that her fight was about accountability, not money. "She wants the truth to come out," one insider said. "She wants the world to know that Von's name is not for sale." The refusal to settle reportedly intensified the conflict, leading to more aggressive legal strategies, heated arguments, and public speculation about what the ultimate outcome might be. Also introduces new twists in the form of alleged recordings and messages. Insiders claim that audio clips surfaced, purportedly of Durk discussing future projects involving Von's music. Some fans interpreted the clips as proof of intentional exploitation, while others argued they were taken out of context. The controversy over the recordings reportedly divided not only fans, but also family members, with some calling for transparency and others urging caution to avoid public backlash. The drama reached a fever pitch, turning what was already an emotional legal battle into a full-blown media spectacle. Friends of Von say that the emotional stakes were higher than ever. Shinisha reportedly confided in close friends about her fears that Durk's actions could permanently tarnish her son's legacy. She allegedly spent hours reviewing contracts, analyzing streaming reports, and documenting every detail that could be relevant to the lawsuit. "She's determined," a friend said. "She won't stop until Von's name is honored the way he deserves." Meanwhile, Durk was reportedly also under immense pressure, juggling public perception, legal strategies, and loyalty to those around him. Insiders said the emotional strain was affecting everyone involved, creating a tense and unpredictable environment. Another dramatic twist allegedly involved a confrontation at a memorial event for Von. Sources claim that Shinisha confronted one of Durk's associates in front of fans, demanding answers about posthumous projects. The confrontation reportedly escalated into a shouting match, with emotions running high and tears streaming down faces. Witnesses said fans were shocked, and videos of the incident quickly went viral, fueling the debate and increasing public pressure on both sides. The family was reportedly left divided, with some members praising Shinisha's bravery and others worried about the public fallout. Towards the end of, insiders alleged that new financial details surfaced, showing unexpected revenue streams tied to Von's name. These revelations reportedly intensified the legal battle, giving Shinisha additional leverage and creating more tension between the parties. Fans and media outlets speculated endlessly about the implications, dissecting charts, contracts, and public statements to predict how the conflict might resolve. The story had grown beyond a personal dispute, becoming a complex mix of grief, money, fame, and betrayal that captivated the rap community and the public alike. The saga is at its peak intensity. Shainisha remains resolute in her fight. Durk is reportedly strategizing his next moves, and the family is deeply divided. The public remains captivated, eagerly awaiting each new development, every leaked message, and every courtroom twist. The story has become a cultural flashpoint, highlighting the delicate balance between loyalty, grief, and the business of music. Viewers are left with countless questions. Will Shainisha prevail? Will Durk's reputation survive? And what secrets are still hidden that could completely upend the narrative? Promises to bring even more shocking twists, confrontations, and emotional drama as the story hurtles toward its climax. The stage is set for revelations that could redefine loyalties, expose hidden betrayals, and leave fans utterly shocked. The saga of Von's legacy, Shainisha's fight, and Durk's defense is far from over and will deliver the next explosive chapter in this real-life rap drama, with the tension at an all-time high. Insiders say that Shainisha had begun planning a public statement to confront Durk directly, intending to release it online for all fans to see. According to sources, she wanted to make it clear that her fight was not just about money, but about honoring Von's legacy and holding those who profited off him accountable. Friends described her as laser-focused and unwavering, prepared to face both the public and the court with the truth, no matter how explosive it might be. Rumors of new evidence began circulating. Insiders allege that Shainisha's legal team uncovered previously hidden contracts, emails, and audio messages that suggested a larger network of decisions around Von's posthumous music, some of which may have bypassed the family entirely. This discovery reportedly shocked her closest allies and fueled her determination to push forward with the lawsuit. "Every time we think we've seen it all," an insider said, "another layer of betrayal appears." Fans quickly latched onto the news, speculating online about the nature of the documents and what they might reveal about Durk's involvement. As the courtroom battle escalated, emotions reportedly ran even higher behind the scenes. Sources claim that at one particularly tense deposition, Shainisha confronted Durk directly with allegations of intentional profit-making from her son's music. According to insiders, voices were raised, tempers flared, and the room reportedly became so heated that legal staff feared things might get out of hand. "This isn't just about money!" Shainisha allegedly shouted, aimed from a surprise witness who emerged just days before a key court hearing. Insiders claim that this individual, a former associate of Durk, provided testimony suggesting that certain decisions regarding Von's unreleased music had been made without proper consultation with the family. According to sources, this revelation immediately shifted the balance of power in the courtroom and intensified the media storm surrounding the case. Fans were reportedly glued to live coverage, while social media exploded with debates and predictions about the outcome. As the story unfolded, financial details allegedly came to light that painted an even more dramatic picture. Sources claim that millions of dollars in revenue had been generated from Von's posthumous projects, with some of it allegedly going to Durk's team. Friends of Shainisha reportedly said that this discovery reinforced her belief that her son's legacy had been exploited. The revelation sparked outrage among fans, with many calling for boycotts, public accountability, and complete transparency from all involved parties. The emotional toll on Shainisha reportedly intensified as well. Friends say she was seen spending late nights reviewing documents, preparing statements, and meeting with her legal team. Insiders claim she was determined to make sure every detail was addressed, from contracts to streaming numbers, leaving no stone unturned. "She's not just fighting for Von," one friend said. "She's fighting for every fan who loved him and every memory that deserves respect." Meanwhile, Durk was reportedly under increasing scrutiny, trying to manage both public perception and legal strategy while dealing with the stress of the unfolding scandal. Another dramatic moment allegedly occurred at a private family gathering, where tensions reportedly reached a boiling point. Sources claim Shainisha confronted relatives who were perceived to be siding with Durk, demanding loyalty and transparency. According to insiders, voices were raised, tears were shed, and the emotional stakes were higher than ever. "This isn't just about music or money," Shainisha allegedly said. "It's about my son, and if you can't stand with us, then step aside." The confrontation reportedly left the family deeply divided, and tensions remained high as the lawsuit continued to unfold. Public reaction reportedly reached fever pitch when social media posts allegedly surfaced, showing Durk at events promoting posthumous projects, sparking accusations that he was continuing to profit despite the ongoing legal battle. Fans were reportedly shocked, with some taking to platforms to call him out, while others defended him, arguing that maintaining Von's presence in the industry was a way of honoring his legacy. Insiders say the situation created a polarizing effect, dividing not just fans but industry insiders, friends, and former collaborators. Towards the climax of, insiders allege that a settlement offer was finally made public. Sources claim that Durk's team proposed a significant financial arrangement to resolve the lawsuit, but Shinisha reportedly rejected it, insisting that her fight was about justice, respect and accountability, not money. Friends say her decision sent shockwaves through the industry, signaling that she would not be swayed by financial incentives and that the battle for Von's legacy was far from over. "She's making a statement," one insider said. "This is bigger than money. This is about who controls the narrative and who honors Von's memory properly." Draws to a close, the drama is at its peak. Insiders suggest that the courtroom battle will continue to reveal secrets, challenge loyalties, and escalate tensions in ways that no one can predict. Fans remain captivated, eagerly following every update, reaction, and leaked detail. The story has grown into a real-life drama of epic proportions, combining grief, betrayal, loyalty, and fame in a way that has captured the attention of the rap community and the public at large. Viewers are left wondering what the next explosive development will be, how the family will navigate the storm, and whether Durk's reputation will survive the scrutiny. The saga of Von's legacy, Shinisha's fight, and Durk's defense has become more than just a legal dispute. It is a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Every twist, confrontation, and revelation continues to grip fans, keeping the story alive on social media, in news outlets, and in conversations across the industry. As this part concludes, the stage is set for the next phase of drama, leaving fans, family, and insiders alike anxiously anticipating the next move in a saga that shows no signs of slowing down. And just like that, the saga continues, leaving fans shocked, emotions running high, and the family more divided than ever. Shinisha's fight against Lil Durk has become more than a legal battle. It's a war over respect, legacy, and the soul of King Von's memory. Every twist, leak, and confrontation has fans glued to their screens, speculating who will come out on top, who will be exposed, and what secrets are still waiting to surface. The question now is, will justice for Von finally be served? Or will the industry's pressures and posthumous profits continue to overshadow his legacy? Fans are still debating online, with some defending Durk's intentions and others rallying behind Shinisha's relentless pursuit of accountability. The courtroom drama, leaked messages, surprise witnesses, and viral videos have created a whirlwind that shows no signs of slowing down. Every post, every tweet, and every rumor is dissected, shared, and analyzed by a community that refuses to let Von's story fade into silence. The tension is real, the stakes are high, and emotions are impossible to ignore. Now it's your turn. What do you think will happen next? Will Shinisha succeed in holding Durk accountable? Or will the complexities of the music industry continue to cloud the truth? Are there more secrets hidden behind the scenes that could completely change the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your reactions, and make sure your voice is heard. If you want to stay on top of every shocking update in this ongoing saga, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. The story of King Von, Shinisha, and Lil Durk is far from over, and trust me, you'll want to be here for every explosive chapter. The drama is real, the stakes are massive, and the fans are watching. Who will win? Who will fall? And who really profits when legacy meets controversy? Stay tuned, because this story is just heating up.